We don't play the social game. We are social. Power 98.5.
Can you hear it?
What's up?
What's going on?
What up, people? People? What the fuck?
People. What up, people? All over America.
What up? Welcome to the Terrible Reception Radio Show / podcast. Thank you for joining us for episode 45.
I don't know.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, episode 45. Please hold as I verify that. But thank you again for joining us. We were on another hiatus. Apologies. We were gone for a couple weeks because your boy's been booked and busy.
That's what I'm saying.
My name is Jay Suarez. I am one of your hosts. And to my right, to your left, if you're watching on YouTube,
I am Ricardo Parlay Copier, a.k.a. I'm feeling festive.
Sassy Sally.
Sassy Sally on the mic. So, today, I hope you guys are good. It's the 8th of October. By the time you're hearing this, it'll probably be the 12th. With that said, happy birthday, GT. It'll be your birthday by then.
I thought you were going to say happy birthday, Jesus.
Happy birthday, Jesus. We have today, I know visuals are kind of a lack for some people that tune into us radio wise, but if you do catch us on YouTube, I brought one of the carved pumpkins I made over the weekend.
We can make it a little festive for anybody listening.
Let's do it.
Here we go. So add a vibe to anybody watching on YouTube.
This is the music.
It's playing on here. Oh,
It's
okay.
playing there.
Cool. All right.
It just starts
Welcome
off slow.
to the haunted house. I was going to say your street name, but no. Welcome to the haunted house.
Haunted house.
In Montclair, New Jersey.
Every house is haunted in Montclair, New
It
Jersey.
really is. Every house in Montclair looks freaking haunted. Especially in this area. Actually, more.
Turn the volume up on is your phone turned up? That's why.
Oh, it's all the way down.
Here we go.
There we go.
Yes.
We'll probably get flagged for this, but who gives a damn? We ain't making money off of this anyway.
Yes. Shout out to Mike Myers.
Let's see. How do we start this off usually? Oh, head over to YouTube if you're not there already. Like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I was looking at analytics the other day. Let me turn this down because I want to get serious with you guys. I was looking at analytics the other day, and 20% of the people that watch our videos are not subscribed.
AKA, y'all don't care if you catch us.
I repeat, 20% of you guys watching our videos are not subscribed. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so that you get a notification every time we drop a video. Why wouldn't you? If you're watching us anyway, might as well, right?
Because you want to be on top of your game.
Exactly. Especially when we take the 2-3 week hiatus. You never know when we drop an episode.
No.
We try to do it consistently, but, like I said, your boy's been booked and busy.
Yeah.
So that's done with YouTube. Apple Podcasts, head over to Apple Podcasts, leave a rating, leave a review, por favor. Leave a 5, leave a 1 if you want to. If you leave a 1, give us a reason why you gave us that 1. But
some people won't even give you 1.
Yeah, give us something, Leave any kind of rating, leave a review. It makes us look good and also bumps us up so new listeners can listen to us. That algorithm, that mythical algorithm that people always talk about.
Jersey, we need you to bump it up.
Por favor. And Spotify, just follow the podcast. And then tell a friend to tell a friend. That's it. So I guess we'll jump into
Signal check.
I almost said, what's the way?
What's the way? Signal check, though. You're now listening to Signal Check. If you guys are unfamiliar, we just check in with each other each week to see how we're doing, see how crazy life is getting, or not crazy. And yeah. You go, my friend.
Want me to go first?
Let's do it.
Very well. So it's been super busy the last few weeks. So been anxious in the sense that running at 100 miles per hour every day. Every second of the day, I have something going on. So it's been hectic on that end. I did go for a hike last weekend, which was really nice. At
Nice.
the one in Fort Lee, that park that we shot Lenny at a couple years ago.
Yes.
Very, very nice hike.
Yes.
It is typically a 5 mile, on average, 2 hour hike, turn into 3 hours, almost 3.5 hours, into 7.4 miles or something like that.
Yeah.
Because we got detoured a couple times.
It's
And
a
we got
long.
lost.
It's a long edge. Not Edgewater. Hackensack.
Yeah, it goes from Fort Lee down to, I do want to say Edgewater, but I don't think it is Edgewater. But it does border the Hudson River. So you kind of start off by the Hudson River, by this little playground area, and you make your way under the bridge, the George Washington Bridge, was pretty dope.
Yeah.
And then you go into the woods somewhere, and then you pop up on the other end by, what area this is at? I guess that's the Fort Lee area too.
Yeah.
Kind of like by the iPic Theater, kind of around there by the bridge.
If you bring your own, I guess like coal, barbecue lighter bricks, you got, they have like a little barbecue area near the water.
You could have barbecue.
Barbecue.
So,
Well, it's funny that you say barbecue, because there's this, it's funny, my dad uses this term. Anytime I had like, I don't know, it's like he said it's a French term from the 70s. And he's like, oh man, you barbecue. And I was like, what does that mean? He's like, barbecue, it's like, he's like the hippies back in the day. It's like when they had like cool sunglasses and something. And he said it was a French term, like they would call each other barbecue.
that just sounds like how a Dominican would say barbecue.
I know. That's why I'm saying there's these weird parallels.
We are the same people.
Yeah.
Let me see. The interesting thing I found out about that hike is that I don't know if it's normally like this, but during one part of the hike, you pop out, because usually hikes are like wildernessy, like in the woods, and there's this one section where you just pop out in the middle of the street, basically,
And everybody's
like
playing trap
Civilization.
music.
It's like Civilization. It's like, what kind of hike is this? And for like half a mile, you're walking up like the side of a road, and then you go right back into it.
I mean, you're following the
trail.
kind of the same thing that the cars are on, that trail?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's like a trail. It pops out through the entrance. Remember the entrance the cars come in through?
Yeah, it kind of weaves.
And then you go up that way, up the hill. There's apartment buildings on the left.
Yes.
And then the bridge is over those apartment buildings. And then you keep on going up and you bust it right somewhere. And it leads you back into the hiking trail.
Yeah.
But you're right by the Palisades Parkway.
That's right.
Which is weird.
Oh, yeah. It's more down where Palisades Parkway meets the end of Fort Lee and then into Edgewater. Right?
I want to say, let's just say it is Edgewater.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
it. It's by the edge.
It's
It's by water.
we're on the edge by the time you get there.
What else? Congratulations to Danny and Sandra. Yeah. On their engagement. I worked an engagement shoot, a surprise engagement shoot. That was stressful. I've worked so many stressful environments, and nothing is more stressful than a surprise engagement at a pumpkin patch.
Oh, man.
Because there's nowhere to hide.
No, there isn't. It's all flat land.
And they know who you are.
Unless you're
So it's
dressed as a scarecrow.
Which is good because I dressed in all black, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hid my camera like behind a pumpkin. I was standing in line, so I'm hiding behind people. I'm like, I'm sorry, sir. I'm like trying to hide. And then she takes a detour into our direction. I'm like, oh no, this can't be happening. And I'm like trying to make it a way around. And then at one point she turns around towards me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh fuck.
Was she really surprised?
Supposedly.
Oh.
And then I jumped into the corn maze. And then there's this like older lady like about to pass out in front of me. And I'm like, I wish I could help you, lady, but I'm on a job.
Damn. I was gonna say, like any lady out there that, I don't know, I feel like women have like I don't know, they have not intentions. I feel like women know when they're about to get proposed to.
Intuition.
Yeah. So it's like,
and I think her sister almost messed it up too. There's always that one person in the group that's like, either gets close to messing it up or messes it up and has to clean things up.
Why would you say?
I don't know what it was, but I know one of her friends was saying, "Oh my god, her sister almost ruined the surprise, and we have to like detour and come to this place instead of something." It was like stupid. So I think she was expecting it, but
Gotcha.
it is what it is. It was a job, and thankfully it went well.
That's good.
What else? Have I spoken about the Dunkin Donuts thing yet?
No.
Was that before? Okay, so we got hired for a gig at the Dunkin Donuts facility in Lodi.
The Dunkin Donuts castle in
Yeah.
Lodi.
It felt like a castle. Like you walk in there, it's like donuts everywhere. But
Does the Dunkin Donuts have a mascot?
no, they don't.
No,
They
right.
just have that like, running guy.
Yeah.
Runs
It's like
on Dunkin'.
running on Dunkin'.
You know they dropped the donuts, right?
They what?
They dropped the donuts. It's only Dunkin' now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Now you'll notice next time you go.
There's no more
pass
DD?
by. Just one D.
Oh.
What the?
America wants the D. America runs on
It
D.
runs on D.
Ah.
Oh, God.
Hopefully they were thinking about that one.
No. I mean, maybe. Maybe they were. Maybe they were.
I'm gonna shut my mouth.
So yeah, I worked a gig at the Dunkin' Donuts facility. They had bought this new machine that's supposed to like make these Baskin-Robbins ice cream cakes. It's supposed to frost them.
I thought they were gonna say they're like filling donuts with ice cream. I'm like, that's
No, but that
delicious.
sounds amazing.
You guys should think about it.
We'll cut this out. It's $1 million idea right
I know,
there.
right?
Actually, no, because I've had fried ice cream before, and it's a similar concept. No?
Yeah, but like think about it like the way you can pick it up at Dunkin' Donuts. Like say you want a couple balls from the D to get some ice cream in your mouth, covered in like your favorite donut.
Ice cream in your mouth.
Think about it. You can make some crazy combinations. Like imagine, like we've discussed, like we like the blueberry donut, right? So blueberry glazed donut. I don't know, with vanilla inside, vanilla bean, or you could
Vanilla?
do chocolate,
You
chocolate.
say like that.
Because I knew I was getting boring with the combinations. I kind of hit up myself. I was like,
Yeah.
chocolate.
How about, since we're in the season, pumpkin spice glazed donut
Mm-hmm.
with, what would go with? I guess vanilla goes with everything, right?
Yeah. Like I
so
noticed
fine.
that like vanilla bean, like whether you're having like apple pie or whatever, it's just that neutral fucking thing.
Yeah, because if you put chocolate or strawberry with an apple pie, I think it would ruin it. Agree to
You know what?
disagree.
Nothing's more ruined to a pie than, I don't know if you guys been to like any like local Jersey diner, and like sometimes within like that laminate, I was gonna say glazed menu, within the laminated menu, you can see like there's an apple pie, and some people like melting cheese on their apple pie. I'm like, where are you freaky bastards at? Like,
Cheese on
you
an
never
apple pie.
seen that?
Never.
There's always this like piece of, it's not like American cheese, like a Kraft single. It's like this slice of cheddar. And like, I went to my mom. I said, "Hey, is there a part of white America that loves doing this?" She said, "You're damn right there is."
Pulls up a chair like, sit down here, son.
You're gonna listen. And I was like, "Okay, so what is this?" And it's like literally that's a thing. Where like hot cheese on apple pie,
What kind of cheese?
cheddar.
So cheddar cheese.
Yeah, because
Apple
people
pie.
mix fruit and cheese once in a while. I guess it's that salty sweet combo. But my mind can't comprehend,
I'm trying to like taste it in my mouth right now.
right?
But
Because you're thinking like some high ass motherfucker was like, "Yo, throw some cheddar on my fucking pie."
or he was at one of those, what is it, raclette?
Yeah.
He accidentally got the cheese on his apple pie. He's like, let me try that.
He's like some rich guy. He's like, "Oh mon dieu, this is delicious. Fuck this."
Yes.
And it fell on the American pie, not these ugly French tarts. You're just like,
Yo, French people love their tarts.
they love tarts.
Tarts.
My dad's always telling me, he's like, "Oh, I made a tart today." He's
Do
like,
French people always start their sentences with
Ugh. It sounds like French people, like, we sound like we're always getting hit in the stomach or about to vomit.
Like gagging.
Yeah. I literally noticed one time I was a little tipsy at a dinner party, and my whole family's surrounding me, and everybody's having conversation. So my godmother's husband, his name is Jean-Claude.
Of course it is.
Yeah, right? He's a very astute guy. He always has like this.
His last name is Van Damme. I don't know if you've heard of him.
He always has a Lacoste polo. It doesn't matter what season. It's probably the same one.
It's probably hot as fuck. He's wearing a Lacoste
He has
sweater.
a cigar. He has those glasses. He has like a sweater vest and like usually like some old school hat.
It's like cigar in one hand and like a wine glass in another
at
all times.
And everybody's talking, right? Like my dad's there and he's talking and like I'm just buzzed and I'm just noticing how many times people go like in between words. He'd be like, je pense le politique de Paris, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, and everybody's going, and I'm like, it's like hearing the squeaking sneakers on a basketball court, and I couldn't.
Funny as hell.
It's fucked up.
It's like whenever you're high or drunk, you lock in on something and then you can't stop hearing it.
I can't. And that one was just like, I'm looking at everybody's mouth and everybody's like, and then the women are like,
It's like a movie, like with that cut scene where they just like zoom in on the mouth.
On the mouth. And I'm like, and I'm like vomiting right there on the table.
I actually watched this video the other day on TikTok of these two. They're like twins, right? Mm-hmm. And they do like videos together all the time. And apparently when one of them like gags, even if she fakes, the other one gags. So it's like if she like fake vomits, not gags in that way, guys. Get your heads out the gutter. But basically, she started doing that. Listeners. She did it for like her video. She just goes, and her sister goes, and then they just go back. And
Why am I imagining someone like Sarah Sharnez?
Why?
Anyways.
But yeah, outside of that, I've been pretty good.
We lost track. You said you were going to Duncan's Castle.
Oh, we got into Duncan's Castle and I filmed a training tutorial video. No, but they asked me to come on site and just record like their safety protocols and how to clean this specific machine that they got and how the machine works. So I was there for maybe 2.5 days. Just recording stuff. Yeah. And Jay
went in on this job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jay went in on this job because I'm gonna be honest. I was like, I didn't feel like as a corporation, I don't feel like they had the. I was trying to. The difference between me and Jay, it's like I have certain mindsets for certain things. He has certain mindsets for certain things. So I felt like I wanted us to get paid as a company from a corporation. It's like it's our first corporate gig, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. The guy works with the company.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of like trying to calculate math and everything of bringing everything. So we would have like some, because even if it's a training video for like a corporation,
mm-hmm.
You want to go about it the right way. So they only had a particular budget versus what we demanded at first.
This little stem is bothering me. Sorry.
No, it's all good. So Jay decided to go in on the job and take care of it on his own. I was just hoping he wasn't dying.
No. It honestly worked out because the space was so confined, and having two people shooting in there would make things more complicated than it had to be. And just working with the little bit of space that I had for myself, having two people in there would have been just like a mess. Yeah. I think we would have been in everybody's way. Like I felt like I was, no matter where I stood, I was in somebody's way, and I was just trying to, not ruin the flow of their productivity that they were having.
Yeah. In my head, you were in like this huge like facility.
No. The facility itself is huge. Like where the donuts and all the other things are made is humongous. It's spacious, super spacious. But the spot where they were making the cakes and where they fit this huge machine was very small.
I imagined you like in a Tesla facility for donuts.
No. Well, like I said, the donut area. It looked like huge, a Tesla for donuts. Yeah, but it was cool. So you see the dough being made, and they just plop it onto this like conveyor belt, and it gets smashed, and then it gets cut, and then it gets glazed, and then it gets cooked, or whatever the whole process is. Cooked, then glazed, or whatever. It was just cool seeing the whole process, and then just how they make the ice cream cakes was pretty cool.
Nice.
Them people are like fucking machines, dude. They like put the frosting on there and they're just like spinning the cake, and it was so satisfying seeing them just like,
just kind of like hold.
hello.
Jay's not getting the job as the froster.
No, definitely not. So they were like frosting the cakes and just like, it was just cool.
That's
seeing
dope.
that for 2 days,
That's
2.5 days. And
Well, congratulations on that. That's dope, dude.
clap for myself. Yeah. The only thing is just
I'm
like,
clapping for you.
well, you didn't press the button. I pressed it. The gig itself was cool and it was a lot of fun just seeing everything, but just like the editing process is going to be super boring. It's just like nothing to it. It's just like going through footage, using what can be used and what cannot be used. And I recorded a lot of footage too. So it's like going through everything and making sure everything is good and then passing it on to them, make sure they like it. So
That's always the headache.
yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. I think I should be done with one of the videos. I kept it as basic as possible, but try to like throw some pizzazz in there.
Pizzazz.
Yeah, I was like, he was explaining, like one of the guys was explaining like what the machine does. He was like, right here, you place the cakes will go like this, and then it will be passed down this conveyor belt, and then it will be frosted on the sides to the top and then the back.
Frosted on the sides.
Mind you, this guy was Dominican in his house, so he had an accent. I just gave him like a super white corporate accent.
Going to be frost.
You put the cakes on here, and then they push it on the conveyor belt, and then they go. Now he sounds Mexican.
Listen, Holmes. They make cakes, not donuts.
So yeah, it was basic, and then another shot. I got it in the corner, like a picture-in-picture type thing of like the cake actually going through the process of being frosted as he's explaining it in the main video. So that's something new that I tried to see if that works out. So
Nice.
And that's pretty much it. That was my last 2 to 3 weeks. That's pretty much it.
Nice.
I'm trying to see if there was anything else. I know whenever we're gone for a few weeks, I'm like, yeah, we have a ton of shit we could talk about, but then I forget everything because it's been like so long.
No, it's crazy. It's like
nothing crazy at least, because something would have jumped out at me right now. But yeah, so that is me. That is me signally checking myself.
signaling checking.
Signal checking myself.
So, on my behalf, it's been also, busy. We've been busy as One Eye Photography. I've been doing, again, maternity shoots, maternity inquiries, maternity game. A lot of people are pregnant. I guess,
Quarantine babies.
Quarantine babies, We had Sam and CJ, which we shot their wedding. They have a little boy on the way. Still figuring out the name, so there's no name yet. But
Joelle's still open, guys.
what was the names we were coming? Yeah, they were like, we don't want to do anything too basic. I'm like, yeah, but you also don't want to go off the deep end. Mm-hmm. And then your child's name is Duncan.
Duncan.
It's a great white name, though. Come here, Duncan.
Duncan with an A-N.
Right.
Duncan.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
name him Joel if you want a white name.
Joel, and then it could be Joel Osteen. But yeah, no, it was really cool. Like always seeing like the progression of people's lives. Like like only if you were there. Like maybe you're like their friend, and then you get to witness like them dating, and then they get married, and then first child, and then you're taking a family photo after that, and just it's crazy. It's pretty dope. We shot it in Bear Mountain. It's really beautiful up there. A lot of Hasidic Jew people. The community is large. I don't know. And maybe they don't see a lot of outsiders, but I felt like I was being looked at like I had 3 heads. And I was just like, I don't know. The vibe is like, it's a beautiful.
Was it a Saturday?
Was it a Saturday? No, it was a Monday.
Okay.
It was a Monday. So
if it was a Saturday, maybe they're judging you or being jealous of you using technology.
I don't know. No, it was a Monday. It was a Monday, and I was just like,
Monday.
It's like, I felt like I was entering a territory I shouldn't have been in. It was weird. But shout out to the Hasidic Jew people. You guys are still cool in my book. A couple people just grilled the hell out of me, though.
They throw a pastrami sandwich at you?
No, I wish they did, though. That would have been nice.
Speaking of which, I went to Harold's last week.
How was it?
As my last hoorah because I was gonna lock in the next few months.
Keto
Style. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Harold's is,
Dude. The portions that you get at that place.
yeah, that's
what they're
the
known
gimmick,
for, right?
That's the gimmick.
So we ordered less this time because we knew last time we were there, we left with a stomach ache because we ate so much. So
It's made to be shared, and
Yes.
you gotta bring.
where it says 2 to 4 people, it's definitely more for like 3 to 4 people.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we ate maybe half of the stack and there was still like a whole stack. Like
but when
I
you
ate
get that
breakfast for
fresh
3 days.
pastrami, I mean, honestly,
So good.
Harold's and Edison, again, because I delivered to him, back in the day.
Harold?
There's a guy. He's crazy. He's crazy as fuck.
Gotta be with those damn portions.
Oh my god, he's crazy as fuck. But the cleanest kitchen I've entered.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, it's one of the most efficient, cleanest kitchens I've entered on any of my routes. Just yeah, and like every morning, I had pastrami sandwiches usually like 6 a.m, but coming out fresh, whew, nothing like it.
Yeah, it's good, man. Like I there was so much pastrami on that fucking thing. And this is for anybody that was inquiring when I posted it. It's like I said, it says it's supposed to be shared for 2 to 4 people, but definitely 3, 4, maybe 5 people can eat off of this thing.
Yeah, and if you order a slice of chocolate cake or anything, forget about it.
That's where I'm headed, actually. So we ordered onion rings as well because the onion rings are slamming there, and the coleslaw is on point. And there was a table behind us of some older people, really nice. Looked like 3 couples or whatever. And they were like, "Oh, do you guys want this? You know, we didn't realize how big it's gonna be." So it was like an eclair.
Yeah,
Like usually the eclairs are like what, like this big?
exactly.
This thing literally was the size of this
It's a
thing.
huge eclair.
No lie.
Yeah.
Like if you guys see this on YouTube, it was this size. Like I don't know how anybody could eat any of that. Like I cut maybe like a little sliver of it, and even that was a lot.
It's just globbing the inside.
Literally so much cream, and then they had like a big yellow cake that they couldn't even finish either.
Yeah.
So they were like basically passing that thing around the whole fucking restaurant.
I think they make that all the time.
So fucking good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went to Harold's. That was my last hoorah.
Harold's is really, really, really good.
And I was supposed to get tacos that night, but I ate so much at Harold's that I just got home and I passed out.
Tell you, man, you gotta try that taco joint that we were talking about.
Gotta give me a couple weeks at least.
You gotta get the pasta in your mouth. Speaking of that, I know you guys got a lot of kick out of that. And again, I was thinking about different things that like align with that. And it's really weird because in France, we have a dessert called religieuse. And religieuse translates into like a nun.
None.
So you're eating a nun, which is very disrespectful.
And that's
But-
a dessert?
Yeah, it's like it's a round eclair basically. So you can get coffee, chocolate, vanilla, and it's kind of like a big round bottom followed by a small round top. And you know, just like eclair, you got the filling, the
That
topping, the glaze,
That none is thick.
and then that none is very thick. But yeah, it's just weird. I was thinking about that parallel. I was like, yo, man, like I'm pronouncing it wrong, but
It's literally about one letter.
Yeah, I know.
Completely changes the whole
it changes the whole thing. So I thought that was funny.
So you can start off with El Pastor tacos and then finish it with a
Al pastor.
no. The nun.
Oh, religieuse.
Legis.
Religieuse. Well, religieuse.
Hola.
Yeah, right. Ready? I'm
So I
going.
feel like I could never learn French because of those types of words.
Man, I mean, I'm probably like. Here, I'm going to get the.
It's like you're dragging a K and an R at the same time.
Here, I'm going to put it in the translate so you can hear the nice feminine French woman. Well, it stands for religious. So my dad was saying like
Makes sense. Religious.
Religious.
well, hold on.
Religious. Okay, Karen, relax.
Religieux.
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 It's not like cock. Can I get a small cock, please?
Can you get the small cook? No, that's the thing. Like, if a French guy's gonna be like cook, right? It'll sound like cook. But like most of the time in France, like that guy pushed that one. He's usually really funny.
Yeah.
But like, in France we call it coca.
It wouldn't be as funny.
It'd be like, tu veux un coca? And it'd be like, oui, je veux un coca. Yeah. But it's like...
That video wouldn't be as funny if you go, hey, can I get a small coca? It's like, sure, you got it.
Video over. Yeah, the other ones, though, he does is funny.
Yeah, that's just funny as hell.
But, yeah. Other than that, it's a crazy week. Let me see, I'm shooting a family portrait for Chris Porter and his family tomorrow.
Christopher Porter.
I have A Natural. He's doing a quarantine special from his home of a concert. We're filming it. Sunday, I'm shooting a music video for Lenny for his next single called Lucky. And that's a 2-day shoot. And yeah.
Busy beaver.
It's a busy beaver weekend, but I had a nice time. Ange and I went pumpkin picking.
Cute.
Cute, so cute. It was like super, as you guys see.
Do we have an on here?
No, but we have a...
Let's see if anything...
Yeah, it kind of works. We got some really good pumpkin and apple cider donuts. Those were good.
You know what? I used to talk shit about PSL people.
PSL?
Pumpkin spice latte people.
Oh, okay.
That shit is slamming.
What about the cold brew from Starbucks?
Yo. Can we talk about pumpkin spice donuts?
Yes, we can talk about pumpkin spice donuts.
And apple cider donuts.
Very good donuts. Oh my God. I got my first Nespresso, which goes really well with the donuts. Because like, you know me, I like making my own cold brew, but as the winter approaches, I was like, I want coffee. Or I want espressos. I want espressos from my home. I don't always want to go out and spend mad money.
Espresso.
I want the espresso to touch my mustache. When I drink it, I want to be like, hello.
In Europe, they will emphasize the S.
Espresso.
Americanos over here ordering the espresso.
It's fast espresso. So, yeah, got an espresso. I was really like, I don't know. I was like, I'm one of those guys that I always want the best of the best. Always the best of the best. So I was like, damn, I really want that Brayville touchscreen, crush the coffee beans, make it your own type of thing. But then I was like, okay, slow your roll. And
shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. Kind of get something where it's like you're not a barista.
You're not pumping espresso.
I'm not pumping espresso. Like you come around here and I have some like striped pants. I got a like tight black t-shirt. I got this like Italian ass mustache. I'm like, Jay, you want an espresso? You're like, bro.
Misspelling everybody's names. What's your name?
Gary?
Is that 3 R's?
And I'm like handing them out of my window of my apartment. No, but like
slanging espressos.
There was this really nice lady at Bloomingdale's and she was like, you know what? I even brought this machine with me and my husband. We went on a vacation to AC, and I have to tell you, instead of going downstairs to get an espresso, we just made them from our hotel room, and it's so much better.
And I was like, their espresso machine?
Yeah, well, the thing was that they were selling... Oh, well, Nespresso came out with the new espresso machine.
Okay.
Right? Your friend gives them... shout out your friend that...
Joey.
All right, Joey, we see you doing your realty thing. We know that you give everybody a free espresso machine, so I was like, listen... I want some espresso. So when I went there, they were having espresso. So they were having a deal where they had basically a $300 machine with a Bloomingdale's discount that comes with the frother and everything for $100. That's a fucking deal.
And
it's the newest one. So it's called starts with a V, like the Nespresso Ventura.
I was going to say the Nesterminator 2000.
The Nesterminator. So it's pretty cool. It makes like different. It makes espresso. And it makes cafe. whatever size that you want. Cafe, they make a cafe.
You have to make that really ugly face when you do it.
So we could have a cafe or espresso with my donut, and it's really nice.
Changing moods between those words.
I know it's kind of like I have an aneurysm. But
I do want an espresso machine once I move out of my house, and
everything is like when I move outside of my house.
Yeah, of course.
Jay's like protecting his life.
Hell yeah! I'm not gonna bring a brand new Nespresso machine to get driven into the ground by the crazy people in my house.
No.
So we do have a Keurig at my house, which is not as cool as an espresso machine, but
it's okay. I feel like they're on the same.
Saves a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because I drink a lot of coffee. I drink at least 1 to 2 coffees a day.
Yeah, I was noticing that during the summer, like whether it was cold brew, like if I'm on a walk or something, or like want a hot coffee, I'm like, I can't spend $4 each time.
Yo, it helps a lot.
Yeah. So I thought that was a cool little investment, and there was something else that I was like, damn, this is like important. But
So we're doing the shoot Saturday.
yeah. Oh, okay. Today, it was really cool. Remember Ioana, GT's cousin?
Mm-hmm.
She opened up a restaurant in Livingston on Mount Pleasant Ave called The Greek Place. And it's really, really good. I just went there for the first time today.
I wonder what kind of food they have there.
Ooh, it's Chinese food. Well, it used to be a Chinese food. Well, a Chinese food place is next to it.
I want to do something like that.
Right? Just fuck with people.
Get a place called the Greek Place. Just serve nothing but like Chinese food.
I like that. No, it was really good. I had moussaka. Ange had a gyro. They put us on to their spinoka, the Greek spinach pie. And
I haven't had a gyro in ages.
well, if you decide to have a gyro, stop at the Greek Place. Visit Ioana. You can do a Greek salad with some gyro on it.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Their feta salad is delicious. And it was good to see her again.
Cocksuckers make a really good gyro.
Those cocksuckers make the best gyro you've had in a long time. So,
back to the Nespresso machine real quick. Have you ever seen this high-tech touchscreen toaster that came out recently?
yes, I did. I have.
I have one right now, actually.
Here, check this out.
I saw this video with Lil Yachty.
Is this it, by the way, or is this a fake one? Like I'm
This one. The one that has the touchscreen.
yes.
And you could like pick what you want to toast, whether it's a toaster strudel.
Look, I'm not even lying. The Revolution Cooking R.
That's actually cheaper than what I saw it for. It was running like $350 or something like that.
I don't know why I saved it in my cart. I'm really like,
One
I
day
don't
you're
even
gonna get
make toast.
Neither do I. I just want it.
Right? I saw that. I said, that looks fucking incredible.
Yeah, so if anybody's looking for it, let me see what it's called.
It's called the Revolution Cooking R180 high-speed 2-slice stainless steel toaster.
So picture a toaster with an iPhone screen on the front of it, and you can literally pick. Is there a closer? Let me see. If anybody's watching on YouTube.
I like how the toast pops out so high. Boop, boop.
But anybody,
It says, say goodbye to dry, crackly toast.
anybody that has $300 laying around and wants a really cool toaster and eats an excessive amount of bread,
You can control the shade and taste of our smart toaster and toast exactly the way you like it every time, even from frozen. Oh yeah! Brand Revolution Cooking LLC brings you the Revolution Cooking R80 high-speed 2-slice stainless steel smart toaster. The only toaster with Insta-Glow technology. Say goodbye to dry cackling toast and say hello to your new shades of toast, you motherfuckers. Thank you.
that was amazing.
Was it?
Yeah, that was great.
All right, nice.
You read that really fast. I was hoping you wouldn't stumble on it.
Well, you know how like
because you
they
were
have it
going
for
in.
like the banks,
Yeah.
where they're like, no FDIC, blah, 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 and you're like, oh shit.
That's when they're like, no money down, $200 a month to lease this $500 million convertible.
But they say it in 15 seconds.
It's like everything we said in this commercial was bullshit.
You'll die if you ever listen to this again. I love that.
But anyway, this toaster literally has a screen on it. You can pick what you want to toast, whether it's a bagel, a waffle, a toaster strudel, What else is on there? An English muffin.
It's your friends. You can toast your
You
friends.
can toast your friend, and then you slide over, and then you pick the temperature you wanted to toast that, or the shade of toast you want. Literally goes from like lightly toasted to super dark burnt. I don't know anybody that eats super dark burnt toast, but
Some people's it's their thing.
but anyway, it's on my bucket list.
I mean, yeah, I had it in my cart. I was like, I don't even make toast.
Okay, let me buy it right now.
Because my mom was like, I need a new toaster. I was like, I got you.
You got $300.
She's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh boy. So, that's it for What's the Wave.
Yeah, I hope so.
So now we're gonna head into
Sometimes you want to relax. Why do I sound like Jigsaw?
What's the Wave.
What's the wave?
Hold on, I'm gonna put it. Now that I'm hooked up Bluetoothly to this thing. Ocean.
I was gonna say we could have played the
sounds.
game where we like go into our Amazon wish list and name 3 weird things that we might order.
I don't have a wish list, but
Oh.
Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Natural Sounds Gold by Llewellyn.
no, it's What's the Wave?
What's the Wave?
I almost went into Jerry Seinfeld like, what's that about?
That was the name of the YouTube video. You want to go into the wish list?
Oh man.
Now that you brought that up.
No, I was like, I don't
Actually,
know.
I share an Amazon account with several people, so I'm gonna see what's on here if it's appropriate for the podcast.
Well, that's the whole thing. You want to delve into the inappropriate things that they might want to add.
Let's see what's in here. Let's see what's
They're like, you know what? That was never my cock tie. I'm not ordering that from Amazon.
Here we go. You can tell this is a female in here.
Uh-oh.
So we have a drum roll, please. A Derma Roller Micro Needle 6-piece kit.
Yes.
I don't even know what this is. It looks like one of the skin thingies.
One of my weird ones is that I wanted to buy a 37-inch weighted door draft stopper. I don't know why.
Is that what goes under the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, maybe I can have more sound.
I don't have any cool ones.
Um,
Medical black nitrile gloves. Box of 100.
I had this Tactical Crusader 2G Airsoft Strike Steel half mask. Just to have a mask, but I can breathe through it. I want it.
Yeah, there's nothing cool on here. You could keep on going on yours.
And the last weird
There's a
one.
murder weapon on here.
Murder
Mercury
weapon?
Culinary Millennia Chef's Knife.
Oh, I had this like little robo vacuum that's like circular that I thought would be cool.
Oh, this thing is cool. I wanted to get. It's a posture corrector.
Oh, I bought one of those.
Yeah, I need to get one.
Pretty good.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Okay. I need one of those because I slouch too much.
Yeah. I saw like change. Like I put it on like basically a half a day or something. It was working. Remember I told you during the summer, I said, oh, I have a posture corrector under my t-shirt. Do you see it? And you're like, no. I was like, ha 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 ha.
You sure that was me or the other bitch?
Either way.
No, I feel like I vaguely remember that.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I'm like in a daze wherever we are, especially if we're working. My mind is just like, whoop. So what's the wave for anybody that's tuning in and has not tuned in before? Maybe those 20% people that are not subscribed to this channel will find out that what's the wave is basically us just talking about what we're currently working on, what we will be working on, or anything that's relevant in the news that we want to talk shit about.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot.
Did you watch the debates?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I actually wanted to see how much bullshit each side was going to feed me as a...
That's exactly why I didn't watch it.
No, I mean, I watched it. I wanted to see if these guys could have been civil. I didn't see any civilness. I watched the vice president debate last night, and I must say that was a lot more civil. Mm-hmm. But you can tell both of them are lying so hard, and I just don't like that. I felt like the vice presidents would be more
competent of being
presidents. Yeah, but
so too.
at the same time, I was just like, oh my god, like this can't be life. You know?
It's so bad that people were making drinking games out of it.
I know. It's kind of like it's chooseyourliar.com. That's how I feel right now. Like,
Choose your liar.
I don't feel any wholesomeness. I just feel nothing but political propaganda, and we're just, we're the throwaway at the end of the day, the people. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I have an answer, and I don't think anybody should ever look to somebody for the answer. I feel like I wish as a collective, I wish there was more unity. And that's what I'm always saying, because I feel like if we were unified, we would have a better head on our shoulders as a country. I think that's why Canadians do it well, because they get along. They're nice people. They say good morning. America needs a little bit of that in their cup of joe.
Cup of Joe Biden?
No, because that'll put you to sleep. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't watch it for the same reasons why people watched it.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, unfortunately, it just makes for more ridiculous social media content that people can hate each other more off of and start bickering, and it's a headache by now. And there's things like America is really, really in a bad place right now, and this is not just to be dramatic or whatever. It's just in a bad place. Places are closing down left and right. Even within our area, there's a lot of places that either people are going against the rules or this or that just to stay afloat. And I know you're going to go into that topic, but like,
how'd you know?
No, because I thought that was, there's a lot of interesting things. Like, there's reasons I can agree with what was said by that guy, and there's reasons why I could disagree with what that particular person is going through. But
well, I would never agree because of the type of person that I know he is.
Yeah.
Or at least from what I've heard.
No, there's too much going on in the world. Like, you have Armenia, you have Turkey trying to literally bring back the genocide in Armenia. You have like Russia and China look like vultures on America right now, ready for us to be at our lowest point, unfortunately. Even if it's like a business tactic, I'm not particularly saying war, but like, there's so much going on. There's so much divide, and I keep saying it on every podcast, but there's so much divide when we need the opposite of that. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that I am not informed because I stay away from all that stuff, because it's difficult to stay informed and not fall into a state of fucking depression or anxiety. And it's like,
or non-biased.
Right. Or getting pulled into one direction or the other. And then again fall into a state of depression or anxiety. That's why I choose to kind of stay away from everything and kind of just go as I can. If anybody brings something up, I was like, no, maybe I'll do my research and then I'll figure out what's going on. But outside of that, it's just like I can't watch the debates because I knew it was going to be a shit show no matter what. Like yesterday, the highlight of the damn debate was a stupid fly that was on Pence's head. It's like, I didn't hear any important factors. Like, nothing was going to steer me one way or the other during these debates. So it's like, what's the point of wasting my time watching this shit show?
I'm not really familiar with Pence. I always thought like he looks like a da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? But I think I like how he carried himself. Again, he was lying with a couple of things. I like how he carried himself though. Kamala Harris, I think she carried herself pretty well too.
Calling her Kamala. It's like fusing her and Carmelo Anthony. Carmela Anthony.
Is Kamala or
Kamala?
Kamala Harris. I think
it's pronounced Kamala Harris.
Yeah. I just feel like she was trying to state facts, but she was also like, I know there's footage on like certain things that her and Joe Biden said, like, when they were talking about fracking. Fracking is like,
sounds weird. What is that?
Fracking is like for oil and stuff. And they said that, that keeps businesses open in the U.S., but they said they were going to shut it down. Now they're saying that they're not.
Is there any way to get oil and gas without fracking?
There could, but I don't know. Like, I want to dig deeper from a science perspective, because they said oil is like the blood of the world. It doesn't really run out. And then other people, if you're not informed, you know what I'm saying? Other people say
it's a natural resource, right?
It's a natural resource. So I know like a large a large industry, even in Canada, is oil. So even Canada still, like, for sure, we have to find different forms, just like so the world can regenerate itself too. It's like you can't constantly give out your blood without passing out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you need time to recharge. And that's one thing that I think the world, definitely needs. It's like that's straight science. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, if it's any better time than now, then I wouldn't know, because now we have like the electric cars, the hybrids, where it's like you don't need gas or any kind of oil really these days, which kind of cuts back on the usage.
Yeah.
I guess. Or maybe
it just sucks. Like, it just really sucks to me, because it's like I really can't get with the Republicans. I really can't get with the Democrats. I just I don't feel that sense of humanity in any side, and it just sucks. Like, I don't feel like anybody's got our back.
That's politics, my friend.
I know. It's worse than it's really worse than it's ever been. And you know me, like, I like to dive into politics, but like for once, I'm like, yo.
I think Biden dropped the ball because he had the easiest job of everybody. I think it's like we all know Trump was going to be Trump. It's like all you have to do was make yourself look competent. Or more competent than Trump,
which
you'll win. Which he did not.
Yeah,
he was just like feeding into this fucking.
He lost it. He's like, "Shut up, man!
Shut up, man! Can I talk? This clown, shut up!" I'm like, ugh. Like, he should have been giving Trump the Kamala face.
It would have been better to, when
just
like if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all.
Sit back and laugh. Yeah,
because then it would have made Trump look like he's digging his own grave, which he kind of was already, but like
he brought Sleepy Joe with him.
Yeah. And the other thing too, like, what I don't like, and I don't know if people agree with me or not, but like, I just felt like the mediator wasn't non-biased. I feel like he already was like, all right. There's like, again, it's so dipped hard for the Democrat, because they know, like, there's like this thing with Democrat that it's like you're more liberal and everything like that, but that's not. There might be people in our population that are very good-hearted and liberal and all this, but it's too, the political propaganda part of it is too left, it's too right. There's no in between. There's not a nice, that's a nice mix. Like, if politics was a drink right now, I'd be like vomiting all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like choose your poison, basically.
Yeah, I'm really, like, I'm concerned for other people's fears and how those will be triggered by the outcome of anything that happens this November. I'm really concerned because people are in it too deep. Like, you know how people get about sports? They're getting about it into politics, and there's many good reasons for them to justify their reasons, whether it's been police reform, racial tension, killings. There's a lot of big things and facts, but there's a lot of things that are kind of up in the air that are, again, they're becoming, it's like a fake thing becoming real because of how much mind people are giving it.
I actually unfollowed somebody recently because of that.
Really?
It was way too much. This person's a pedophile. That person's a pedophile. This person's a pedophile. That person's a pedophile. And I was like, dude, come on. Like, can you post about something else? Like, this is my happy place. Like, I'm not going to sit here and you blaming everybody of being a fucking pedophile.
Yeah. We know there's pedophiles out there, but it's
absolutely. But it's like, let me see. So it's like you see somebody within 10 feet of a pedophile, all of a sudden you're a pedophile now. You know? And it's getting to that point where it's like, oh my God, you were on that flight too. So you're definitely a pedophile too. I get it. It is what it is. But people are getting way too sucked into this thing.
Yeah. And that's the thing. The more that we fuel racial tensions, the less that we're polite or nice to each other, it just gets worse and worse. It's like, even if you've never had a racist bone in your body, the way people are viewing each other now, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know how that black person is viewing me as a white person because of the prejudgment. Now, when we're talking about prejudice, right? The prejudgment just based off of what you see every day, news-wise or whatever. And I don't know how they're perceiving me. I don't know how they think I'm perceiving them. It sucks because it doesn't matter. It almost sucks. Like, it doesn't matter how much good you've done in this life or how much bad. Everybody's getting thrown into the mess now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's making the problem. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a mask in the streets, you're a Republican. If you have a mask, you're a Democrat. It's like people are labeling people now based off of like your freedom of choice.
People have no lives.
It's crazy. But that's the thing that's, again, I feel like it should be everybody's most concern.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we could talk about this all day.
Yeah. But I can't say there's not going to be there's not going to be any non-reaction to any action.
Mm-hmm.
Every action has a reaction. And for me, damn.
I think if Trump gets reelected, things will get worse than if Sleepy Joe and Kamala win. I think. At least on the racial tension end, I think. Unless that side decides to double down. But I don't know. I feel like this side is going to get even more upset if he gets reelected again. So
Democrats.
Yeah.
But then
the liberals?
Yeah, but that just shows me they have as much danger. That doesn't make anybody
either way.
Either you have I'm not saying everybody that's a Republican has a racist bone, but I'm saying the people that are racist that's on the Republican side, they get empowered. And then
I've never met a racist that said, "Hey, let's go, Joe."
Let's go, Joe.
No. Let's go, Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It's gonna be interesting. We're like, what, 3 weeks away?
Yeah, we're 3 weeks away.
Some ballots came into my house the other day. My mom was like, "Are you gonna use these?" I was like, "Absolutely not. I'm going straight to the fucking place. Make sure that my vote gets counted. I'm not gonna risk any opportunity of this thing getting lost in the mail or the mailman."
Well, this is up to conspiracy's sake too, because they're saying news-wise that things getting lost in the mail or anything else, you're more able to get struck by lightning. I don't know if that's political propaganda or not, but again, again, nobody knows the truth.
Yeah, you never know the truth.
That sucks.
But I lean on the side of precaution.
Yeah,
make sure I dot my I's and cross my T's, like they say, and at least minimize especially with the USPS situation going on. Or the Postal Service thing going on. It's just like, I don't even know if they're still alive.
Yeah.
See mail.
I don't know. I feel like, isn't everybody going to be upset like that after these debates and somebody's chosen as president, like everything goes away?
No. No. I mean, Obama was in there for 8 years and there was still shit going on.
Crazy.
Those the Republicans talking about, oh my God, he's incompetent as a president. So no matter, like I say, no matter who's up there, there's going to be some kind of
something, right?
Shittiness going on. So
exactly.
They're human beings at the end of the day, speaking in front of a Congress full of people that have to vote for whatever it is. And, we're going along for the ride. Damn. We're getting dragged in the back of the pickup truck.
100%. It's the worst. It's the worst. Well, again, everybody... try to really kind of like, if your mind was an Etch-a-Sketch board, try to repaint something, shake it a couple times, because we need each other. Mm-hmm. We need each other as a community. We need each other as a society. Let's let's not just live for these politicians. Let's live for ourselves. Keep helping out in your communities. Keep building soup kitchens. If your neighbor needs help, if somebody needs cash, you got it. Let's keep each other afloat. Let humanity win. Benatton for presidency.
I was just about to say, hey, let's give people some advice of what they can do to kind of like lighten their spirits if they're feeling down or whatever.
But, yeah. Don't try to be hard on yourself. Again, when there is a political wave, unfortunately, we become the lab rats and the tests. So I know it's been hard. It's been hard for families that lose people to the virus. It's hard for people that have lost family members off of racial injustice. It's been hard for people who lost their houses or their business due to the circumstances and literally the climate of the world right now. But again, if you have something to give, let's put politics aside. It's not the red and the blue. It's not the white or the black. It's just us. It's us, man. It's us. Like, we live in 2020. You know, you come to New York, you come to Jersey, you see a lot of different people mingling.
Mm-hmm.
And just, like, again, keep humanity in your wallet, and always be willing to give that out. That's it. That's all I can keep saying.
Amen.
Yeah, man.
I was going to say, for anybody that's too caught up in the craziness going on, I would recommend a social media purge, which I do periodically. And I think I've recommended to you a couple of times.
100%.
Whatever annoys you, pisses you off, or makes you sad, if that's not the emotion you're trying to evoke at the point in time, because I do like my dramas that make me cry, but just get rid of it. Don't worry about the backlash. Oh my God, you unfollowed me, yada yada, whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's just social media. But being that social media is at our fingertips at all times, try to minimize the triggers. Your triggers. So, like I said, if you see something that pisses you off, if you see something that gives you anxiety, if you see something that makes you anxious, get rid of it. The algorithm is actually pretty good when it comes to that. It's like, you'll go to the explore page, you'll start seeing more things of what you like, So I would say that. And iPhones have a thing called screen time, which allows you it gives you a notification at the end of the week, and it tells you how much time you were on your phone. I've been using that lately to monitor my phone usage. And I love seeing it when it's like, oh, this week you were down 12% screen time. And I was like, yes.
There you go. It's just showing you less of how they're using you against yourself or other people. To be honest, it's not even conspiracy at this point. It's just, we can't get caught up in technology. Sometimes you got to create your own bubble. If you can find some type of ounce of happiness within your own life, whether that's decorating your house. If you don't have money to decorate your house, just like take a walk, take these hikes that Jay mentioned. Get in tune with nature. And then if you find a little bit of peace in that, encapsulate that beauty. You know what I'm saying? I think as artists, I love putting beauty out in the world, even if it's on the Instagram page, like One Eye Photography. I like capturing these beautiful moments, because it's like, you got to recycle out that negative energy. With everybody bumping heads and stuff like that. Keep giving the world something beautiful to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Be the sun to your friend's day. Like, if they felt like it's dark out, like, do something nice, kind of do something you haven't done before.
Yes.
So, we're already at 1 hour and 2 minutes.
So let's head right into the gallery.
Yes.
So the gallery is us shining some praise or shining the light on a particular artist. We always try to keep more on the Jersey tip, so we can give shout outs to our Jersey artists out here, show them some love, because a lot of times we don't get that respect in the game. So we usually try to keep it to Jersey artists, but sometimes we'll branch off. But we've been doing a pretty good job of shouting out Jersey artists lately. So I think that's what you're doing right now.
Yeah. I was gonna say, we've mentioned them 1,000 times on the show. We've had them on the show. Big shout out to A Natural. He dropped a phenomenal project. It's titled Kwame. He has, the whole project is solid. And if you're unfamiliar with A Natural or the project Kwame, please go over to his Instagram or his website. We'll drop it below. And just show love, like, really play this project. I think this project is his best to date. He's giving you a lot of pieces of his personal life. I'm going to give you guys 4 15-second previews of some songs that I really loved off of the project. And like, just some titles are An Essay on Consent, Un Asunto Privado, Word Vomit, Captain Oppressor, A Story of Freedom, and Underwater. There's a lot of, the first time, I'm going to play the first time, okay? First Time is a really dope song. Again, I'm giving you 15-second previews of each track. and then it's on for you to show these artists love and support. Y'all ready for this? Here we go.
Let's do it.
Again, this is called The First Time.
You fit so perfectly the first time.
Love his riffs.
It's like it was always meant to be. You held my hand like I was your child. It's like you really love me.
All right, that's all you get of that one.
Damn, son.
I know, it just gives you enough that you want it. This next one is called Word Vomit.
A lot of y'all won't say nothing about this song. Probably keep on moving like you ain't did nothing wrong. Probably hit my phone asking me for favors, but I'm no savior. I open my doors like a clearance sale's going on.
I had to let those one ride a little bit more.
I shout your names from the hood to kingdom come. And even if my name gets murmured around in private, to me that's silent. Y'all damn near kill me for trying to do my own thing.
Hey.
That's called Word Vomit. It's basically a lot of the discussions we had on the podcast. It's like in a song form. I think that's super, super dope. We got some bouncy joints on here. This one is called Shine.
Bounce it.
Visions of the future are often dictated and represented from white perspectives. In this future, there is little to no thought as to what happens to people of African descent, with most mainstream media portraying the future through a white lens.
Travel with me through centuries of memories, long before the epiphany of bigotry, long before there were human beings eating seeds. There was light. Never mind how it came to be, only see. Love ignited itself to create you and me. Not religion, not scientific, just belief. We are light.
Hey.
Shine through all the hatred, climb above the wasteland.
And the last one is the intro. I think the intro is super, super dope. And it's entitled Kwame Intro.
Is this the one you played the other day or no?
I think I might have.
Say the other day like we weren't gone for 3 weeks.
In the middle of our turbulence,
No, this ain't
in
it.
the middle of your making sense, you are the answers to the test. You are the answers to the test. Look inside to see that there's no door. You are the keys to all the doors.
So once again, that's A Natural Kwame. It's out now. Support that like you never supported anything before. I think it's going a lot of places. Just based off the project alone, the heart he put into it, the lyrics. Oh my God, just incredible all around project.
He was talking about this was my last project last time. I was like, yeah, okay.
A Natural's the Jay-Z R&B.
Yo, for real. He dropped the Black album and he backed out for like 2-3 months and he came back with the best album alive.
Yeah.
Ask about him.
He's got things to say. He's got things to let go of. He's got things that he's still rocking with. So
A true artist always has something to say.
exactly.
So when you have something to say, you will say it.
That's it.
And you said it, my friend.
Yes.
I will be rocking that when I get home, on my
Yes.
way home.
Really dope project. If you listen to it track by track, it's like you're literally going through this story, and you really piece it nicely together.
Yes. So shout out to you, sir. Good job. Always a fan of you over here. The only person I want to shout out today is someone that I think we have shouted out before. I don't know if we've officially shouted her out on the gallery before, but we've mentioned her in passing. She is a frequent listener / watcher of the podcast. She's always sending us videos of her watching the podcast on YouTube.
People reach different levels in their life.
Yes.
And we're shouting them out at their new form. Like, you know how
Yes.
a snake sheds skin
That's
and
the
it's like a
perfect way to
brand
do it.
new snake?
Yeah.
Not a snake. These people are not snakes.
No, they're beautiful creatures.
They're beautiful creatures.
I mean, snakes are beautiful to certain people. You know?
yeah.
So anyway, we've shouted her out before, and now she has leveled up to the second boss level.
Yes.
Nefertiti Gold.
Shout out to the queen.
Miss Nefertiti Gold, singer, songwriter, producer, now YouTuber
And podcaster.
and podcaster. Shout out to you, girl. She shouted us out the other day, and it really tugged at my heartstrings.
I would say so for sure.
You know, because she shouted us out saying that, we've inspired her to level herself up. And she's always asking us how she can level up.
Mm-hmm.
And I admire people that take the advice you give them, because there's a lot of people that ask you, hey, how do you start a podcast? And you start telling them like, hey, it's expensive. You got to start getting this equipment, or you can go learn yourself, get this equipment, do it yourself, or you can spend money and pay somebody else to do it for you.
Yeah.
So I admire people that take your advice and what's the best way to do it?
Put it into action.
Put it into action.
Yeah.
Put their best foot forward, put it into action, and level up.
Level up a lot. I wouldn't say there's very few females, but there's very few females I know of in my circle that really teach themselves, learn to do something, and then do it well.
Yes.
You can tell that she is taking the time to better everything from her imagery to her sound quality to her personality, whether it's on air, YouTube, everything is leveling up. And, you never know who you're inspiring, but at the end of the day, the student becomes the teacher to you, and they end up inspiring you. So every time I see her page, I'm like, wow, that looks really clean. That looks really good.
And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to shout her out, because of the crazy algorithm. I'm always seeing certain pages, and sometimes I'll go maybe weeks without seeing somebody. And recently I've been seeing a lot of her YouTube things popping up, and I'm like, okay, this is dope.
Yeah,
and I've been actually checking out some of the stuff, and just the level of the quality, and like from even 2-3 weeks ago, I would say maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And where she's at now, like the level up is incredible,
Yeah. I think she's gotten to 300 or 500 subscribers on her YouTube page, where I know she started out with like 70 to like 150 or something like that. So that's a big jump.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like a lot because you're used to seeing people with hundreds of thousands or maybe even millions of followers, but to jump from 70 to 300, and Jules too. Jules showed his numbers in the jump, and the key to it. And I always, whenever I hear somebody, oh, what's the best advice you can give to content creators? The number one that they always give everybody, that I was always like, yeah, that's fucking bullshit, is actually true. And that is consistency.
Yeah.
If you are consistent, people will start paying attention. If you consistently put out content, great content at that, people will eventually catch on. People will eventually hang on, and people will eventually grow with you.
Yeah, for sure.
If they enjoy your content, obviously. But, and I think that's one of our downfalls, that we're so busy doing so many things that we can't consistently do one particular thing.
Yeah, you can't master one.
Right. So, even with the podcasting, we were consistent for quite some time, and we build a little following, and we built some momentum, and then we're gone for 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, like when you wear multiple hats, it's always hard to.
It's tough, when you're working for others to work for yourself.
Yeah. But it's all like you try to do your best, and things will come in time. You know what I'm saying? So.
And like I was telling when I reposted her shout out, it's like if we can inspire one other person to pursue their dreams or to dive headfirst into doing something that they love and they've always loved, we've done our jobs.
Exactly.
As creatives, as content creators. Like my dad took the quarantine to start DJing.
Yeah.
Like, he's just starting off, but I've never seen this man happier.
No, I makes me happy every time I see your dad doing that, and he's got the Benatton hoodie on.
Right.
He's just DJing because I see that there's a smile. Like you can't not see that on a human face when it's like that's real. It's super, super dope.
Yep.
Speaking of, I got one last artist before we head out. We had the honor of shooting their video. Artist Daco. We teamed up with iDraft Media, which is Chris Porter's.
Yes, sir.
He's working on his company to get a lot of media done for other companies, similar to One Eye Photography. And when you bring two great worlds together, you get a lot of great results, and especially when you work with great artists like Daco. Daco has this song called "Chocolate Baby."
It's actually a good song.
Yeah, it is. It's a really good song. And we were honored to shoot his video for it. Shameless plug, but at the same time, really good song. Not just saying that it's very it's perfect for these times. It's empowering, and let me just play it for you guys real quick. Oh, I forgot. I have to upload my subscription.
Oh, they're not. Is it on Spotify? I'll just
if you type in Daco Chocolate Baby.
Chocolate Baby.
I changed my Sprint service. I'm upping my my phone thing, so I have now Amazon. All right, here we go.
I love shooting videos when the song is actually good.
Yeah.
Because you're on set for like 12, 13, maybe 14 hours.
Yeah.
Listening to this on loop.
We party hard and go to work, it's in my DNA. I can't forget my day ones, all my niggas straight. Yeah, we came in front about them, yeah. Hey, they gon' tell stories about them, yeah. Hey, life keep going and you know it.
It's a feel-good joint.
Yeah, it's fun. It was a really fun song. I loved being on set. I was only doing behind-the-scenes photos.
But this came out mad dope.
Right. And I would jump in, whenever anybody wanted, hey, can you record this scene? I was like, okay, cool. But anybody that saw any of the photos that I've been posting recently, that was from that day.
Yeah.
Just the colors were incredible.
A lot of people said it I saw a lot of YouTube comments, and people were nice enough to DM us. They said it was empowering for women. It was sexy enough. It was showing how beautiful all the different shades
chocolate babies
of chocolate babies. And it was just a great people on the crew. Daco's from DC. He's a very lively, good-spirited individual, and everybody.
Everybody was mad cool.
Such a flawless day. It was just everybody did their job, and
I don't like going to a set of anything and feeling like there's somebody on set just feels better than anybody else, or like that tension where it's like, I don't know, there's somebody bossy or nasty or stupid, and it's just. Everything was perfect that day.
Yeah.
We got there, we got our job done, we cleaned up, and we left.
Chris was like, I was waiting for the train wreck, and he's like, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Yeah, man. So shout out to Daco. Thank you for having us on set, sir. I had a lot of fun, and thank you for the song, because the song was good. And like I said before, it's painful when you're shooting a music video and you're listening to this song on loop, because we've shot several videos where the song isn't that good, and we would have to be on set for like hours listening to a song on loop, and it like gives you nightmares.
Yeah, so we have a lot of great stuff coming.
Mm-hmm.
We got an installment for Jay Saint next month. We're shooting for one of his songs. I'm not saying what it is yet, but a lot of great artists. Come on, Jersey.
Is there?
Right.
Shout out to Jay Saint. Maybe he'll be on the gallery next week. Tune in.
Yeah, he has a great project.
Yes, sir. So I guess we're an hour 19 in, so let's wrap this up.
All right.
Make sure you head over to the YouTube. That 20%. Subscribe. Tell a friend to subscribe. Hit that bell notification. That way you get notifications every time we drop a video. And one thing that I haven't been doing that I should do more often, and I'm trying to fit this into my muscle memory with the intros and outros, is follow us on Instagram. Follow Terrible Reception. We're trying to get those numbers up. Follow Benatton Music, because we're doing all of this, but the number one passion has always been music, and it always will be music. Benatton Music on Instagram and Twitter. We don't use the Twitter very often, but I'll reply if you hit me up on there. Follow us individually at JetPlaneJ on Instagram and Twitter, and Mr. Trap Jesus over here. That's TRAPHEYZU ZEUS.
Yes.
On Instagram and Twitter. Did you change your Twitter name?
No, I got it. Yeah, the same. Trap Jesus.
Cool. Consistency, I like it. But yeah, follow everything on social media because we need to get those numbers up.
And at One Eye Photography.
Yes, sir.
ONEI Photography.
One Eye Photography. And we're trying to find a different distributor for our merch. We had a falling out, kind of, and not a falling out, but I kind of got turned off by the current company that we were using. So I'm trying to find somewhere else that's very similar where we can just upload the artwork and they'll print it and ship it, high quality stuff for us, and make sure we get our cut. That's our issue with the current distributor. What else? Apple Music. Make sure to hit Apple Music. Follow the music on Apple Music, but I meant to say Apple Podcasts. Leave a rating, leave a review. Spotify, make sure you follow the podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Play our music, add us to your playlists, and that's just about it.
Yes, and with that
I know
said,
it's a lot, but
as per usual,
spooky season's upon us, guys.
it's definitely spooky. Thank you for rocking with us. We are the Terrible Reception radio show and podcast. I am Trap Jesus, aka Parlay, aka Ricardo, and this is my
name is Jay Suarez. My parents call me Joel when I'm in trouble, and Luis at work. And I am JetPlane J on all social media platforms, and JetPlane Suarez on Xbox.
Find his ass on Xbox, shoot him a couple little, and
let's get it.
With that said, let's hit him with the intro in the outro. Whoopin'.
All right. I'll tell you the truth.
Can you hear it?
We don't play the social game. We are social. Power 98.5.